How do I start a business? This is a question that I get probably the most often from different aspiring entrepreneurs. A lot of people want to have the lifestyle of owning your own business and being able to have your own schedule and really create a life that you really want, but they don't know where to begin. I think the default for a lot of people is going the professional route. Like, do I need a business plan? Do I need a website? Yeah, you do need those things if your primary business is a website. Then you do need to know how to build a website. But if that's not what you want to do, so for example, if you want to open a cookie shop, you love to bake and you have a dream of opening up your own cookie shop. Oh, that sounds so good right now. Um, mm. Anyway, so say if you wanted to open up your own cookie shop, you're probably not going to invest $500,000 in opening up an actual shop. You want to really test it out and see if this is something that you actually want to do, because there's a lot that goes into running a business that we don't see initially. So the first thing I would suggest is, like, for example, you want to open a cookie shop. Why don't you just bake some cookies and go to a farmer's market and see what the response is like? See if you, first of all, you actually enjoy these at a mass level, because it's a very different thing than just baking for a couple of friends and for yourself to eat. See if you actually like it. See if you have pleasure in baking. And the second thing is, when you start to do your business right away, for example, in having a cookie stand at a flea market or at a farmer's market, you get to have direct feedback. See how people are reacting to your product. That is something you cannot get when you are just planning in your house or in your office or anything like that, or you have this incredible intricate business plan. You're not going to actually get real life customer feedback. So when you start off right away as the smallest way possible with as little money as possible, you get to see the feedback right away as well. And the third thing is to think about, how did you feel? How did you feel after doing that particular thing? How did it feel after you had your little cookie shop in the farmer's market? Did you want to go back and do it again? Was it exciting for you? Or do you think that this is the worst thing in the world and you will never ever do it again? What is it? And that's just one of the examples. And, my own example too, I started off being a coach, not because I didn't have a brilliant plan in becoming a coach. It was not even a dream of mine. It was not even something I even saw myself doing. I was a public speaker and I did workshops in front of lots of people. And even being a dance instructor, I was always around a lot of people. So one-on-one is not something I ever saw myself doing. So I tested it out. Right? Like, what is the quickest way for me to start doing coaching? Email a bunch of people, say that I'm offering some free sessions. If you want to come check it out, you do. People emailed back, and I started right away. I started the next day, and I got feedback right away. Like, did the people actually make a change in their life? Were they inspired to take action? Yeah, sure. Yes, that's the truth. And did I want to do it again? That's the main thing. Do you want to do it again? And I did. I did my first couple of coaching sessions. Yeah, it wasn't as good as my coaching sessions now, because I'm always growing and changing and making my coaching sessions better, and I'm getting better as a human being. But I wanted to go back and do it all over again because I had so much pleasure in doing it. So before you get involved in overthinking everything, it's, using a dating example too. When you want to go into a relationship with someone, you go on a first date. You see if you actually like them. You don't make up some fairy tale story about how both of you are going to be married and live together for the rest of your lives, and you already name your children and your dogs and the house you're going to live in. You want to see if you actually like that person. You like the idea of being in a relationship, so you check it out. You go on a date, and when you leave, you ask yourself the question, do I want to see this person again? Sure. I do want to see this person again. Go for a second date, third date, and then eventually that leads into something else. So always, if you are asking yourself the question in how to start a business, I would just boil it down to the first step that is involved in your business. So the first step would be, you want to have a cookie shop Open up a cookie stand somewhere. Find a street festival. Find a farmer's market. Find a friend's party that you can sell your cookies at. If you want to do something more service oriented, like what I do, being a coach, start coaching right away, right? You don't need a website. You don't need a license. You don't need anything like that. You just start and then get feedback right away. See how people are reacting to your product and service. Do they like it? What needs to be adjusted? How do you need to adapt in order to make your product better? And the last thing is asking yourself the question, do I actually want to do this again? Is this exciting for me? And that's it. That's how you do it, guys. All right, so I'm gonna get going. Seems like this is a good time slot for me. I'm gonna be showing up between 5 and 5:30 p.m. my time, which is 6 to 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. So have an amazing day, everybody. I am going to chat to see if you guys have any comments or questions for me. If not, I am going to get going, guys, because I have a little bit of work to do before I actually move on to the evening portion of my night. Let me see. Okay. Right? And I know a lot of you do watch my live streams in replay. So if you guys have any questions, please write in the comments as well. Oh, Zeno showed up. Thank you so much, Zeno. I hope you have a wonderful day too. I think it's daytime for you where you're at. All right, guys. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much for always showing up and listening to me. I really, really appreciate all of you guys. And starting a business is actually a lot easier than you think. You just need to focus on the first step. The start is not the difficult. Well, the start is a difficult part because it's more from the mindset perspective, but it's actually less complicated than you think. It's very, very simple. So find the quickest way to get started because you need to find out for yourself if you want to do this or not. Anyways, take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.